Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. Time to get back to work on this. Just got back from vacation the other day and made a video of it there in Colorado, doing Jeep trails, visiting ghost towns and mines and stuff like that. I don't know, you can watch it if you want. It should be out before this video. Okay, so we're on part 14 of the restoration of this 1978 Dodge Aspen RT 364 barrel. And just trying to figure out where we left last time. We did the test drive. Needed a bunch of little adjustments. I actually took it out for another drive, but I didn't record it. Okay, I've been messing with it. I kind of flushed just with a garden hose and let it run, and got all the rust out of the cooling system. But I'm not going to put antifreeze in it till I start replacing all the hoses. So we'll probably get that done. Go to the parts store and get the upper and lower radiator hose, the heater hoses, and I'm not sure about this little round hose here. Gonna have to replace that. Okay, got a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, a lot of comments since I've been gone. Apparently YouTube was promoting this channel. I guess that's good. Okay, so since the last video, I put this brace, keep the throttle bracket from bending, and then a bunch of comments, and someone sent a link to a video of another guy adjusting this kick down. So I put these two little bolts there because they say at full throttle like that, it's supposed to turn that what it attaches to there in the transmission, the little shifter deal, and it's supposed to just be a little 30 thousandths of an inch play. So that's what I did yesterday. I got that adjusted. So I guess we need to test it. Now, somebody else mentioned that the lean burn thing here, I left that on there, supposed to be a vacuum hose here to vacuum not when it's idling, but when you give it gas. So I found this position here, which if you give it gas there, it'll suck vacuum. Because he says that I'll lose 10 degrees of timing if I don't have this connected. Okay, so we'll try that. We got that on there. We got the bracket fixed. Hopefully got the kick down adjusted. Hopefully I don't burn up the transmission. I hope that's right. I think I still have the power steering pump was a little bit loose, the belt, so I tightened that. But there's a little bit of power steering fluid down there, and I had it just idling, and I can't see where it was leaking from. It's got a little drip down there. Okay, so I'll be taking it for a test drive here in a little bit. I just got some other things to do. So I will bring along the camera this time and see how it does. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, I need to go down and get antifreeze, red hoses, heater hoses. So everything for this video, I'm going to go ahead and paint all this flat black. I'll have to get some more flat black, probably just some spray cans, and do the fender wells. Get that all black under there. The rear side louvers, they're in the trunk, but louvers that go here, I'm going to go ahead and sand all them down and paint them black. We got to redo this rear spoiler because the urethane under here didn't stick. Might just take the whole thing off and re-drill. Maybe the holes aren't positioned right. Well, I know the holes are. Anyway, got to get that lined up and permanently mounted. I need to take it down for a front end alignment, but it's Friday and I'm gonna be busy today, so it'll probably be Monday before I take it down there. So we'll have to take it, well, that'll be good anyway, because we'll do the test drive and the radiator flush, replace the hoses, get all that done, and then it'll be good for a test drive going into town to get a alignment Monday, if they can do it Monday. And then we'll take it out for another drive. Okay, then and then after all that's done, hopefully nothing else goes wrong with it, we can start the body work, because I think we'll have it all just about done. I mean, mechanically done. So I'm not sure how to video the all the body work and how I'm exactly going to do this. I'm probably going to probably do this hood and fender. Let's get this green out of the way, get it all primed, and like I said, grind off the little molding clips on this fender, weld up this hole here for a little signal deal, weld up this molding hole. So I'll probably try to set up the camera and show you on a few panels how I do the body work if you want to learn. This hood will need to be stripped. When I was doing this little front section, I just sanded, had a little primer left in my gun, so I just started sanding this green down, and it sands off real easy with like 180. So this hood really isn't going to be that big of a deal. It's just got a few little dents on it, mainly right here. Take care of that. I think it might have something else. Rest of the car is hammered with hail, especially the roof, and that's going to require more than sanding with the 180. If you can see here, it's got morning dew on it, but got the little rust type spots there. This is going to have to be grinded right down to the metal. Grind down the metal, and I don't know if you can see there's a hail dent there. It's all over. Just going to grind it down, fill in the hail, and smooth it out, prime it, block it, prime it again. Okay, so we're going to do that. I guess I'll record a panel or two at a time. At least them 3 panels, so you can see, because this requires a separate stripping. Hood's got hail, I'll show you that. And then this panel here, where we're going to weld up at least 2 holes. I guess I'm going to be leaving them for the Aspen emblem. A little bit of welding, a little bit of grinding. Strip her down, strip, and then do the hood. And then the rest of it's just little stuff. A lot of door dings on these doors, both of them. They're going to have to, and then the deck lid. You can see here the deck lid's got some big hail dents on it. So anyway, that's what we should be getting done in this video, which is what I can get done in this week. Oh, and I might try to get rid of this razor blade. I might try to repair this grill. I don't know. Maybe put a little fiberglass or something in there. I think that's about it. So let me get some other stuff done. I got my junker here. Truck battery went dead for some reason. I need to cut the catalytic converters out that Suburban that I just bought and drop it off and start advertising it for parts. So I got to do that. A few other little things around here. I cut some grass. I know my grass was getting pretty long in some of them videos, but you know, it's like, what's more important, cutting grass or working on cars? So I had to do the priorities, and it's supposed to be in the 90s, high 90s all the next week. So I gotta kind of stagger the working hours here. Come out here early in the morning and later at night. Okay, so I'll be back when I got something accomplished and show you what I got going on. Okay, guys, I'm sanding down the side louvers. This one here sanded pretty easy. But this one had a whole bunch of chips. I don't know, it's a buildup of something on there. So I put a little putty and I'm fixing to smooth that out. And using my DA sander, that's 180 grit. I usually do it with 80, but this is so thin that I think it'll smooth out with 180. So we'll just show you a little bit here. So as you can see, that sanded it right down to the metal real easily with 180. Got a little high spot there, little dent there, and there's going to be two big dents here, well, bigger. So I'm just going to continue sanding this whole hood, and I'll come back when I do a little Bondo work. Oh, there's a big dent right here. Yeah, there's a dent here too. Yeah, I'm gonna strip it down and then do some Bondo work. So then we're gonna grind down this spot and these rivets here with the grinder here in a little bit. So I'll be back. Okay. This is the grinder I use for stuff like this. So I'm going to do a little bit, see if I can do it one-handed. I'll show you. take this little die grinder here to get at the spots like this. That'll get the rust that was at the bottom of that dent. Now, usually it's a little bit deep of a dent that you'd want to bang it out, but as you can see, this brace is right there, so there's no way of it's actually right here. I might be able to get a little pick, pop it up in that hole and bang it out a little bit. So you can either do it that way, or, which I don't have, is the electric dent puller with the little copper tips. They kind of weld on there, and you bang them, pull them out. I don't have one of them. It's just not worth the expense to me. Or you could drill some holes and use a little dent puller. Let me show you. See if I got it handy here. I don't have it handy. I'll have to show you later with it. Anyway, you could drill some holes and pop that up a little bit, and then if you do it that way, I'd recommend using some of that Dynaglass waterproof filler and put a little skim on there. That way the little holes at the bottom won't rust. Okay, and then you just put regular filler over top of that, or you could weld up the little holes. But each of them steps is you know, you're spending a lot of time that you really don't have to. Okay, so I'm going to weld up this little hole here and this one here, and then grind the rest of these off, and then use a DA over this and smooth it out. And then we'll go and DA all this green off here, and there's a little bit of a dent right there. Remember, this car's going black, so everything's just got to be perfect. Dent here. So I got to find every little dent, ding, wave, all that stuff. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to finish this off camera. I don't want to take a chance of the camera getting screwed up. It's just a cheap flux core welder. from Harbor Freight. But I'll come back when I get it all welded and grinded down and show you. It'll come out real nice. Okay, that's top welded, ground down in a little corner there. It's all the welding I gotta do on this fender. I'm gonna sand it down with the DA with 80 grit. I got a little dent here, one right there. So I'm pretty much gonna sand it all down with 80 and then skim over with body filler, all the little dents. And same with the hood. So I'll be back when I mix up some filler and show you that. I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna mix up a little bit of body filler and spread it. For any of you wondering how to do this, I just buy the cheap Bondo. This is from Wally Mart. It was 14 something, but now everything's gone up. It was like 17 something. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit just to show you. You add the hardener depending on what the temperature is outside. This car's sitting right in the sun. It's gonna dry in like a minute. But in the shade here. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit. It'll take a couple of minutes to dry in the shade and real fast once I spread it. So you mix the hardener in and mix it all up real good. With all the white gone till it turns a reddish color. Okay. Now, don't set this out in the sun because it'll dry immediately. It's in the shade here, so I'm just going to spread a little bit. There's that little weld I did here on the fender. Okay, just a little bit there, that hole. Got a dent right here. All this green's gonna be sanded off. That's kind of what you do while this is drying. So you don't get slowed down. You gotta time everything. A lot of times you gotta spread some more Bondo on it. These little welds here just needed a little bit just to cover the grind marks. And that was a little dent there. A little dent here. Little dent here. A little bit there. And there's a little dent right in here. Okay, got a little bit left. I'll just fill in this dent here a little bit. Now this hood is going to take some work. It's all warped, dented, all up in here. I'm going to be skimming most of this hood with body filler. Skimming, blocking. It's going to take a long time. I'm not going to put all that on camera, but so when you're doing the body work, just like I said, while this is drying, go ahead and use your sander, get all that green off, get it all ready to prime. If you're doing one panel or something at a time. Same with this. That's what I do here. I started on this green. So I'll strip this while this is drying. And then spread some more. Like I said, it's going to take some work on that hood. But anyway, that's just a little segment of how you spread it, body filler and everything. If you haven't done it before, it's not too difficult. It'll take you a little practice to get in the right mixture and all that. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, when you're filling up a big dent like this, I always use call these a cheese grater. Get them at any body shop. And what you do is before it dries, you use this to knock it down. This way. Just go lightly. Okay, and that's pretty straight. And when it fully dries, you go over with your DA sander with 80 grit and smooth it out, and then put another skim, because this cheese grater here will make you probably can't see it, little pinholes and stuff, but that's just to rough it in. See, and it's pretty straight. So yeah, you would put another skim over it, kind of like this. This one, I'll knock this down just a little bit. This is just a skim where I gotta block it all. Same with these little areas here, you can knock it down a little bit. This will save a lot on sandpaper. You know, the sandpaper is pretty expensive and it gets gummed up, especially on this top layer. And then what these shavings are good for, if you're doing a lot of Bondo work, save them up, and then that's good for putting down for soaking up oil, antifreeze, stuff like that. Put that on your shop floor. Okay, so I'm going to skim some more Bondo. This whole half of the hood pretty much needs to be skimmed, and I'll show you how I block it and stuff like that. This stuff here wasn't built up. It's probably dry by now, but it's probably not built up. It's not really built up enough to really cheese grate it. Let's cut off the top of it. Another little dent right there, missed. We'll be missing a bunch of them, but stuff like that you'll find when you block it. Block it out, rub your hand over it, and you'll feel the little dings and stuff, and you got to keep skimming it and blocking it and get it as perfect as you can before you prime it. And then you prime it, and then you block it again, get all the sand scratches, and then you prime it again. But we'll go over some of that later. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm coming out here working a few hours tonight because got up to about 99 degrees today, and I was just dripping sweat all over this thing. I pretty much 80 grit this fender down, except for the very bottom, and got all them little dents. I'm just gonna go over a little ding there, very slight one right there, and I think that's it for this fender. I put another little coat on here. This hood is screwed to make perfectly flat. There's a little ding here, kind of a big dent there, but I don't know what's going on right here. It's buckled up right there, right here. It's up. It's not like a dent. It's and that's just a little dent there. I can fill that one. It's come out okay. Just there's another little dent here, so I'm just going to skim this. There's a couple little dings here, little skim there, and right in here, well, I think that's one dent there. I kind of beat it down a little bit with the hammer, but it's all right in here. Like this is up, and right in here's up a little bit too. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it'd take awful lot of work. Now what I decided before was I'm gonna flat black this hood. So I'm not gonna get it perfect since it's going flat black. You probably won't even notice it on camera. It's not a show car. The rest of the car is gonna be perfectly straight because it's going gloss black. Yeah, like I mentioned before, I'm still not sure about a scoop. I may put one on, the old Mopar type. But the hood, you know, I was contemplating on whether to paint this flat black or the whole hood. Now the, what are they, Super Coupe, they have the flat black from the stripe up. So everything, you know, including the hood and this top of this fender, and it goes across here and up here. That's all flat black. You know, this car's going black, and it's going to have this. I'm going to get the stripe kit, but these are like red, maroon, and something for the kit I'm getting. So I don't know. I don't really want to go that low. I was thinking I'd just go the top of the fender right here along this body line, but whether I can make that work, a nice line between flat and gloss, I don't know. But that will be that'll be the last thing I'm doing. I will paint this flat black first, then the rest of the car I'll just paint gloss, then it'll sit for a couple weeks. I'll put the stripes on, and then I'll put in the flat black, semi-gloss black, whether it's here or here. I'll decide when the time comes. So anyway, that's how it's going to look. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this hood, because man, it's just, there's another dent there. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if somebody's up there two-stepping, dancing on it, or what. I'm going to put some more body filler and skim it a little bit, but I'm not going to spend days and days skimming and blocking this whole hood. It's just not worth it. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to go over. But like I said, so that's what I'm going to do. This fender here is an 80. After I fix these two little spots, what you want to do is go over it. Don't go over the Bondo. Go over all this metal here with 180 with the DA, and then block out the body filler spots with 180, and then prime it. Okay, same with the hood, even though the hood, I think it's pretty much all 80 grit. I think I did this in 180, and then the edge over there in 80. So we're going to go over all that with the 180, block it, block it, block it. See, there's a dent right here that's up. Like there was a can right, I slammed the hood on some can, pulled it up. I beat it down a little bit, so I'm going to put a little skim there. Yeah, so what you want to do is get everything down to 180 before you prime it. Then you put on 2 or 3 good coats of primer, and then block it all down with 180, and then put your final coat of primer on it. And then that will just have to be scuffed and painted. So I'm just showing you how to prep, what you need to do. I'm gonna spread some more body filler right now, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm out here at night burning the midnight oil again because it was like 99 degrees today with a heat index of 104. Okay, this is what I got done so far. After all that, there's a little dent here. There's a few little things, and then some big waves. Like right in here is a big wave, but I think I'm just gonna leave it since it's going flat black. I got most of it except for that one little ding there, and I got the fender pretty much perfect, although oh, can't see it, it's dark. Okay, then I'm gonna prime these, the side louvers. This one's the worst. Always use epoxy primer. This stuff here I get off eBay. It's about $100. You can just use regular primer surfacer. I get some at the local paint store for like $40, some napalm. But I'd recommend buying at least some epoxy primer. It comes with a hardener. So any primer, sealer that comes with a hardener is good. Takes a little while longer to dry. Let it sit on there for a couple days before sanding it. And I'm out. I got about a half a quart, if that. Enough to put a coat or two on these, on the hood, fender, and this. And then I gotta order some more off eBay. So I think that'll probably be all the body work I'm gonna do on this in this video. But I'll have I'll order some stuff there tonight, and probably be in 3 or 4 days, at least by early next week, where we can get the rest of this car done. Probably do the roof next. But anyway, I'm going to primer this, and then we're going to take it for that second test drive there tomorrow, and then going to go get all the radiator and hoses and stuff, and then work on this spoiler. You can't really see it, so we're gonna get that done in the next few days. So we won't get any more body work and priming done until probably next video next week. Okay, well, I was gonna show you. I also use this cheap primer gun here from Harbor Freight. About, I don't know what it was, 15 bucks, 20 bucks. So I'm going to put a little primer on here. And we'll also get these. In this video, most likely we'll get these side louvers painted black and urethaned on the car. So we'll get that done too. That's why I want to get these primed. Adjust that gun a little bit. I don't get too much overspray over everything else. See that very good. Do part of this hood. just about out of primer. I'm just trying to get at least one coat on there so it doesn't rust till I get some more primer next week. It's not going to rain, but it's gets morning dew on it every morning. So got one good coat on it, and that'll be good enough. Okay, well, I'll be back tomorrow with some updates. Okay guys, going for another test drive and check out this throttle linkage and kickdown adjustment. See how it does. Sounds like it's shifting to third. I may have. There, it went to third there. Oh, just about to kick down. To the floor or to kick down, so it just may need another little adjustment. Try it again here. Got some power now. Traffic coming from this dead end deal. I was gonna do a burnout. I don't know where I can do one. Shifting kind of late, like it's in second. Yeah, it's still in second. from a stop. It's kind of downshifting on its own into second. It went into third, but downshifted by itself into second. That went into third. It just downshifted by itself into second. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh well, still needs some type of adjustment. I'll be back. Okay guys, I don't know about that test drive. Most I can do is just keep adjusting it and test driving it and all that, and I'm not about to do that now, so I'm gonna move on. Decided to fix the grill. Fixed this area, that area where the piece was missing. Those pieces were missing there. A little chip there, and this piece here was missing. I still got some more finger fucking to do there, sanding. How I did it, I just cut up a bunch of little paint sticks, just kind of put them underneath here. I wrapped them in this like saran wrap type stuff that I had laying around, used some tape, and I kind of just kind of put them in like that, and then put some fiberglass resin and cloth on it until it dried. Then took this off and started sanding. I kind of screwed this one up a little bit. I was doing it in the dark last night, and I got it up like that too much. But anyway, I'll get that the best I can. That's some cloth I just cut up, used mostly resin. Okay, I figured I'd show you that. The hood is going flat black, so I don't know, should I paint the grill flat black or silver gray? I'm not quite sure yet. Might be too much flat black if I flat black the grill and the hood. Anyway, I was supposed to, it's getting late in the day here. I meant to paint these this morning, but I forgot. I'm going to try to paint them tonight if there's no bugs out, and we'll get them urethaned on in the next few days. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I didn't realize this video was getting that long, but I'm going to wrap this one up for now. I got the side louvers painted there. Next video we'll get them on. We got the grill fixed. Got some body work. The primer will be in a few days. And most of the rest of this restoration is just going to be paint and body work. I still got to do something with that spoiler. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks all for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, bottom right corner, hit that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And we'll see y'all next video.